morning and welcome to your channel Inglesparatuvida. In the class of today we are talking about weekend and how to express our ideas in the past in order to talk about how did we spend our weekend or how was our weekend. In the last video we had a complete set of questions with answers in the case of affirmative and negative form. But now we are going to concentrate on some other sentences, right? For example, the question was, how was your weekend? Yes, do you remember? Did you have a great weekend? Did you have a quiet weekend? Did you have a busy weekend? Did you have a terrible weekend? Okay? In the answers, right, we can use this model. I had a because I didn't have a because in the case of these questions. For example, when the question is, did you have a great weekend? Did you have a great weekend? You can say, I had a great weekend because I went to the beach, I visited some friends, I traveled a lot, I met some new friends, I went dancing, any idea that you have. If the question is, did you have a quiet weekend? Did you have a quiet weekend? Let's suppose it's negative. I didn't have a quiet weekend. You can say, I didn't have a quiet weekend because I had many things to do. I had lots of things to do. I had work to do at home, for example, or I had some visitors in my house. Any things that indicate that you didn't have a quiet weekend. If the question is, did you have a busy weekend? Did you have a busy weekend? Let's suppose it's affirmative. You can say, I had a busy weekend because I had to receive many people in my house. My nephews, my nieces came to my house. I had to play with them, or I had to prepare my material for my next presentation at work. Anything that you want to say, okay? If the question is, did you have a terrible weekend? Did you have a terrible weekend? And let's say that is negative. You can say, I didn't have a terrible weekend because I went to another city, I traveled to a different place, I relaxed a lot, right? I was in contact with the nature, anything that indicates that you didn't have a terrible weekend. So, the expressions that we are learning now are these two expressions. Let's repeat, okay? I had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I had a great weekend because I had a great weekend because I met new friends, because I traveled to another city. Now let's practice the second. I didn't have a terrible weekend. I didn't have a terrible weekend because I didn't have a terrible weekend because I went to another country, because I met different friends, because I tried new food in this different country. I didn't have a terrible weekend because I stayed with friends, because I had very nice company, I went to a restaurant, okay? So it's very important that you always give a reason for your answers, right? This is the first time that all the video is in English, I hope that you understand everything. I think that is the moment now for speaking only English in some videos, and little by little we are going to use only English so that you get used to this language, okay? Thank you very much for your attention. No olvide de suscribirse a este su canal Inglés para tu vida y darle clic al botón de me gusta. Bye.